Today's meeting of the National Growth Programme Board was attended by James Wharton, the DCLG Minister for Local Growth and the Northern Powerhouse. He talked about how keen he is to engage with the European Structural Investment Funds programme. He also talked about devolution and intermediate body status. He talked about how he's keen in principle for intermediate bodies to be established. However, he didn't want to create unrealistic expectations because there are practical obstacles to this. He also talked about projects funded within the 2007-13 programme and said that funding for these would be extended through until June 2016. Also discussed today was local ESIF strategies. These will need to be updated to be brought into line with the operational programmes once these are formally updated. Output targets will be allocated on a pro rata basis according to LEP ESIF allocations. There was also considerable discussion today on the first round of calls and the volume of applications received versus allocations. For the ERDF programme, a total of 33% of the programme allocation has been applied for. Broken down by priority access, for priority access 1, innovation, this is 42% of the total, with hotspots for innovation in the northeast, New Anglia, the Black Country and D2N2. For priority access 3, SME competitiveness, this is 46% of the programme total, with particular hotspots for applications from D2N2, from Cornwall, from Birmingham and from London. For Priority Access 4, low carbon, the volume of applications is far lower, at only 18%. Perhaps there's more that universities can do within this priority access. Applications were also broken down by LEP area. For South East Midlands, for example, this is 136% of their allocation. For others, this is as low as single digits. For ESF, volume of applications was higher than expected, with the exception of the Youth Employment Initiative. Caution should be applied to these figures as they are only for outline applications. Going forwards, we hope to see more data, more granular data, including perhaps for applications involving a university partner. This is something that we will encourage the National Subcommittee for Evaluation and Monitoring to look at. The next round of calls is likely to be at the end of July. For ESF, we would hope that, assuming that the operational programme has been formally adopted and targets have been agreed, this could potentially include non-opt-in calls for areas such as high-level skills. This will be covered in the operational programme and in many local ESIF strategies. We also touched on LogosNet and the issues that have been faced with the online application system. There were significant problems in the first round of calls. Some of these issues have been addressed and others are a work in progress. A decision will need to be taken towards the time of the second round of calls as to whether LogosNet will be exclusively used or whether we'll also need to have a corresponding Word form, for example. The future composition of the PMC was also discussed. We will continue to have a representative for the university sector on the board. Additionally, there will be a link to the wider local growth work of the government on the PMC.